Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to talk about Indus Valley Civilization or Harappan Civilization. Indus Valley Civilization we can divide as three phases: pre-Harappan Civilization, mature Harappan Civilization and late Harappan Civilization. In the pre-Harappan phase, the people started changing their livelihood from domestication of animals to agriculture or cultivation. In mature Harappan period, we could see that the agriculture surplus caused for the growth of trade and commerce. In the pre-Harappan period, people started doing agriculture, and in mature Harappan period, the agricultural production became more and it led for the agricultural surplus. This agricultural surplus helped for the growth of trade, import and export. The import and export area or the trading center became later cities like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. Later you can see the growth of urbanization in the Indus Valley area. The civilization flourished on the banks of Indus River. That's why we call as Indus Valley Civilization. The first excavation of Indus Valley Civilization was in Harappa. That's why we call as Harappan Civilization. And sometimes we call as Indus Saraswati Civilization because it's flourished on the banks of Indus and Saraswati River. Indus Valley Civilization is the largest civilization in the world. So I am going to tell you the area of Indus Valley Civilization. According to R.S. Sharma, the area of Indus Valley Civilization is Shivalik in the north, Arabian Sea in the south, Meccan coast of Balochistan in west, Meerut in northeast. Manda considered as the northernmost site of Indus Valley Civilization. Alamgipur is the easternmost site of Harappan Civilization. Sutkanjar is westernmost site and Daimabad is the southernmost site of Indus Valley Civilization. The first excavation happened under the leadership of Sir John Marshall. First excavation site was Harappa. It was done by Dayaram Sahni in 1921. Then R.D. Banerjee has done the next excavation in 1922 in Mohenjo-daro. These are the two major cities in Harappan civilization. The discovery of the civilization was not sudden thing. It happened just over the time. 1826, British officer Charles Merson has visited this place. He found something important, archaeologically important, but he could not explore or excavate much things over there. Then next, Alexander Cunningham in 1853, he visited this place and he explored, he found some artifacts. Again he came in 1856, but he could not found much things. He concluded this place as Poffato visited by Huang Sang. In 20th century, British government was planning to construct a railway line over Harappan settlements. So this led for the discovery of Harappan civilization. Now I am going to discuss with you the major sites of Indus Valley civilization. Harappa is one of the most important sites of Indus Valley civilization, which has 6 granaries. It's very huge structure. We have the evidence of phallus worship. We have the evidence of mother goddess. We have the evidence of pear-shaped fire pits from Harappa. And there is a cemetery in Harappa which is known as Cemetery R37. And the people were familiar with the use of charcoal and dengash. And we got the evidences of faience. Next site is Mohenjo-daro. As I told you, it is excavated by R.D. Banerjee in 1922. We have a lot of findings from Mohenjo-daro: Great Bath, Granary, Big Hall, bronze statue dancing girl, idol of priest or king, a piece of cotton cloth, a Pashupati, bronze buffalo and enormous seals. You know, granary is the biggest structure we have found from Mohenjo-daro. And next important finding is Gulf seal. Gulf seals found from 2 sites of Indus Valley civilization. One is Chanhu-daro and other one is Mohenjo-daro. You may get these questions in competitive exams. Next site is Lothal. Lothal was excavated by Dr. S.R. Rao. Lothal is known as Manchester of Indus Valley Civilization. We have evidences of dockyard, fire altars, evidences of rice, terracotta ships. Dockyard is very important here because this is the first man-made dockyard, and we have fire altars. Even we have found fire altars in Harappa, Kalibangan and all. And we have evidences of rice. We found a terracotta ship from Lothal. We found a bead making factory over there. One thing is very special here. We have a terracotta model of horse from Lothal. Not only from Lothal, we have found from Nowshera too. We got evidence of chess playing from Lothal, and ivory made weight and measures also found in Lothal. Lothal people domesticated elephants. Next site is Kalibangan. Kalibangan was excavated by B.B. Lal and P.K. Thapar. It is a pre-Harappan settlement. It was fortified parallelogram with mud bricks. We could find fire altars, bones of camel and wooden plowshare. Next important discovery is a special cylindrical seal from Kalibangan, which depicts that a woman is pushed into fire by two men. I have read from a different source that a woman is attacked by two men. Division of citadel and lower town within the fortification. So we can see a clear division of citadel and lower town in Kalibangan. We have found a wooden drainage over there. We could not found wooden drainage in any other places of Indus Valley civilization. According to R.S. Sharma, the brick platform in the southern part may be used as granaries. In Kalibangan, many houses had their own wells. Banavali was excavated by R.S. Visht. We have found a terracotta model of plowshare. And Banavali is an oval-shaped settlement. Banavali is the only city with a radial street. We found a substantial quantity of barley from Banavali. Dholavira was excavated by R.S. Visht, but it is discovered by J.P. Joshi in 1967. Unlike other Harappan sites, Dholavira is not divided as citadel and lower town, but as three sectors. And we have found a stadium over there, the largest inscription of Harappan civilization found from Dholavira. The unique feature of Dholavira is the storm water drainage system. The storm water drainage was connected to the main water reservoir. This water reservoir was one of the largest water reservoir, water tank in the Indus Valley civilization, which is bigger than Great Bath. Dholavira had forts within the fort. The citadel was made of dressed stone. You can see Indus Valley civilization is mainly known as for the use of burn bricks or mud brick. But in Dholavira, people preferred to use the stones, especially dust stones in the citadel area, because citadel area is very important, and people used stone slabs on the burial places, like megalithic burials. So, according to R. Sharma, he resembles the megalithic culture. The Dholavira people had given more importance for the storage of water than food. Next site is Surkota. This site is excavated by Jagat Pati Joshi or J.P. Joshi. And we have found horse remains dated to circa 2000 BC from here. That is the importance of Surkota. According to R. Sharma, he says a sling stones which is depicting a soldier on portrait may suggest a standing army. Next site is Raghigadi. This is very important site because this is considered as the biggest Harappan site located in Haryana, India. The site was excavated by Amrendranath. The major finding from here is a cylindrical seal with an alligator, and we have found a pit lined with mud brick and triangular and rectangular fire altars which might used for the animal sacrifice. In May 2012, the Global Heritage Fund declared Raghigadi as one of the most endangered heritage site in Asia. Next site is Ropar. Ropar was excavated by Y.D. Sharma. Archaeologists found graves with colored shining pots, beads, and copper rings. And we have evidence of copper axe from here. The dogs were buried below human burial. And I want to give you an additional information here. You might heard about Burzahom. Burzahom is a Neolithic site from Kashmir Valley. Purza home, we have the evidence of pit dwellings. Dogs were buried along with the masters. Next site is Chanhudaro. Chanhudaro excavated by N.T. Majumdar and Ernest Mackay. And we don't have any evidence of citadel from the city. We have evidence of Gulf Seal. We have evidence of Gulf Seal from Mohenjo-daro too. And we have found spotted dog terracotta figurine from Chanhudaro. Sanhudara, also known as Langa chair of Indus Valley civilization. It was a great center of bead manufacture. And we got footprint of a dog chasing cat. We have found an ink pot from here and a terracotta figurine of cart with a seated driver. Sudkanchan, a center of trade between Harappa and Babylon, or Harappa and Mesopotamia. And this site is known as the westernmost site of Harappan civilization. We have found stone tools, stone weapons, and shell beads. Next, I am going to talk about the salient features of Indus Valley civilization. Yes, you know, town planning is the most important feature of Indus Valley civilization. The city was divided as citadel and lower town. Citadel was the administrative center and Lower Town was the settlement area where the common people lived. You know, the unique system of underground drainage system was there in Harappan Valley. Indian style toilets were found here. It was connected to the cesspit. You know, that we are following in the modern times. They followed cardinal direction for the town planning, east west and north south direction, and the entire town planning was based on grid system. We can see large gateways at the entrances of the cities. When we are talking about the town planning of Indus Valley civilization, always Great Bath will come to your mind very quickly because that is one of the wonderful structure which was given by the Indus Valley people to the modern world. It is kind of wonder. Okay, it was approximately 12-meter north south and 7-meter wide with the depth of 2.4 meter. There were steps which is leading to the pool and the water was drained when it is getting wasted. Okay, and they refilled the water with the 3 wells. Next feature of town planning is Lothal Dockyard. You know, Lothal Dockyard is the first human-made dockyard in the world. The length of dockyard is 223 meter, width is 35 meter, depth is 8 meter, with an inlet of 12.3 meter which had connected to a river. Cultivated both food crops and cash crops. Food crops were wheat, barley, rice, ragi, jowar, peas, beans, sesame, mustard, legumes and dates. Cash crops mainly cotton. Harappan people domesticated animals like oxen, buffalo, goats, sheep and pigs. They were familiar with wild animals like rhinoceros, elephant, tigers, antelope and crocodiles. We are getting information of art and culture of Indus Valley people from the archaeological evidences like dancing girl, terracotta figurines, seals, precious stones, pottery, and stone statues. So I will tell you first about dancing girl. This dancing girl sculpture is made of bronze. The dancing girl is in Tribhanga pose, and we have found enormous terracotta figurines and 3,700 seals. The seals were mainly made of steatite. We have found lapis lazuli from Harappan sites, pottery which is mainly black and red ware pottery. Archaeologists have found plenty of bronze tools from Indus Valley like arrowheads, spearheads, knives, razor, fish hooks, etc. 5 ounce is the another finding. It's a form of glass. Indus Valley people used dressed stones in Dholavira. The etched carnelian bead was a special Harappan object. Next is trade and commerce. When we are talking about trade and commerce, weight and measures is very important. Harappan people had an uniform weight and measures. Weights made up of chert, jasper and agate. The weighing was largely 16 and its multiples. It even continued until recent times. We had 16 annas constituted 1 rupee. Rods were used for measurement. When I am talking about trade, teak was available in Gujarat, lapis lazuli from Pamir and Chagai. Pamir is a place in Tajikistan and Chagai is a place in Balochistan. Silver from Persia, copper from Rajasthan and Balochistan, gold from Karnataka and tin from Afghanistan. Indus Valley people had trade contact with Mesopotamia because we are getting a lot of evidence of seal from Mesopotamian sites. Evidence of painting on pottery and terracotta figurines of ship and cards indicate its prevalence. We can make out that people used ships or boat for their transportation. Harappan society dominated by the concept of mother goddess, which suggests the family was matriarchal. We can see social stratification. The society was divided into different classes or castes. The division of city indicate the stratification of society. We have seen in the town planning, the city was divided as citadel and lower town. Same city with a different group of housing also indicate that the differences or stratification in the society. In fact, we don't have any idea about the religion of Harappan civilization. Why? Because we don't have any monumental graves or sacred centers that we have seen in Egypt and Mesopotamia. Egypt, we have pyramids and huge temples like Karnak. Even we have a ziggurat in Mesopotamia. We don't have any structure or building as such in Harappan civilization or Harappan sites. We got evidences of phallus worship and worship of trees from Indus Valley, fire altars from Kalibangan and Lothal, and emblems from seals indicate the existence of religious belief in Harappan civilization. Every society in the world follow a certain method of burial practice. This burial practice is mainly based on their religion. Here in Harappan sites or in Indus Valley civilization, we could find 3 major graves, full body in the pit or partial remains of a few bones in the pit, or skeletal remains completely absent with some accessories. But we got some evidences like coffin burial at Harappa, pair burial at Lothal, cemetery etch at Harappa, etc. We are not able to decipher the script of Indus Valley. So we don't know what was the political system existed there. But we have some evidences like assembly hall, a square pillared hall which might used for the political purpose or the administrative purpose. We have evidence of fortification which is indicating the city was administered by some rulers, and we have granary of course, which is indicating the tax and public distribution system. We don't have any direct evidence of standing army from Indus Valley, but I can tell you, according to R. Sharma, he suggests there was a standing army with the evidence of a sling stone and depiction of a soldier on potsherd. We got a small statue of a man. He might be a priest or king. Okay, so it indicates the strong political system under a king or a priest. Nobody knows what is the exact reason of decline of Indus Valley civilization. So historians suggest some reasons or some causes for the decline of Harappan civilization. It might be invasion of Aryans or intermittent floods, earthquakes, change of reverse direction, environmental changes. So still the discussion is going on. These are the books I referred for the making video. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. I will see you soon with another video.